Welcome to Jake and Trev Review Everything Live.
I am Jake.
And I'm Trev. And you're joining us now here, week 15. 15 straight weeks of live shows.
It's crazy.
Unprecedented. I don't think anyone has ever done 15 weeks of live shows before.
I think this is a world record.
I've never heard of it.
I want to say it's a world record.
Get the Guinness people in here.
Congratulations, us.
Right. If nothing else, we could use the beer.
Yeah. Do they?
Same Guinness people. Oh, that's right.
That's right, yeah, because they... Yes! Fun fact.
Hey, it's the Jake and Trev Review Everything Live fun fact.
Fun fact.
Oh, man.
Jake and Trev tell you fun
fact. This fact is so fun, you guys.
Guinness, the beer company, created the Guinness Book of World Records to settle bar bets. Mm-hmm. That is a real thing. Mm-hmm. That's exactly how it started. Who's got the best whatever?
Well, I heard Jamie McCready was the finest long jumper this side of the Royal. Well, that's fine, but we're not just talking about hearsay here.
No, it's in the book. Take a look.
The book.
It's in the book.
That's right.
Guinness Records.
Okay, so let's launch into the show. First things first. It's the day, guys. What happened?
A shout out! Whoa, Lynn made it here.
Lynn St. Martin.
We got a new.
Lynn St. Martin, welcome.
What?
See, now I bet all those people who said hi to us before the show started feel bad.
Well, we said we gave a shout. Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna start from the top. Phyllis Peterson. What?
Phyllis Peterson in the house.
The Tone Man.
Ready for action. Jamie Gansell. Nikki Manti, we're celebrated fan. They're here every week. Love these guys.
As everybody so far.
Mm-hmm.
We will shout you out
if and when we see you.
Yeah, if you're like, hey, what's going on, guys? We'll be like, what?
Jake, I'm so excited. You can't tell because I have such an even voice, but I'm so excited. Why am I so excited? Why am I so excited, you guys? You know. I think you know. The day is here. It's the big day.
Wait, I didn't. What?
It's the premiere of Jake and Trev Review Everything Season 2, available only on Blip TV. Only on Blip TV. Guys, we worked so hard. We have worked so hard on this new season. For you.
Special. It's special for you.
Right.
And let me tell you, another Guinness record.
Uh-huh.
Never been done before.
Never.
Our opening episode is two halves that make a whole.
That's right.
We got the episode 1 half. Episode 1 half Trev.
Episode 1 half Jake.
It's too
much story and too much content from one episode.
We couldn't do it. We couldn't put it all.
I felt so bad. I didn't want to deprime you guys of all that good stuff.
You had to see it all. We wanted. To be honest, we did. We had to cut some stuff.
We still cut stuff. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah, we're not going to blow smoke up your asses here. We cut some stuff.
But
all right.
There was too much uncuttable content, and now here it is.
It had to stay.
Right. And it's dealing with the repercussions at the end of Season 1, and also with the trailers for movies that are coming out still this year that got us all hot and bothered, all excited, really ready for it. I was ready for it. He's ready for it. No, but it's a good stuff. It's the good stuff.
It's the good stuff, not the stuff. That's a movie. That's awesome. That's the stuff is good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but we're not talking about that. Right. We're talking about Jake and Trev Review Everything Season 2.
Jake and Trev Review Everything.
Oh,
Season 2.
What happens? What happens in Season 2 of Jake and Trev Review Everything?
Well, I can't tell them. I don't want to tell them. Look, if I tell you guys what it's all about, you're not going to go and watch. You're going to be like, wow, what a great storyteller.
Yeah. But we are great storytellers in our show, so you should go and watch that. We cover a lot of trailers in it. Mm-hmm. A little bit of a spoiler alert. We review stuff in our review show.
You should have expected that.
I know. Like, if you're like, I wanted to find out, too bad. Mm-hmm. Spoiled right here on Jake and Trev Review Everything Live. On Jake and Trev Review Everything, we review stuff.
That's right.
Specifically trailers.
Get in here, get the fucking scoop, you guys. But seriously, it's really great. I'm super proud of it. I've never made a Season 2 opener quite like this.
Me neither.
So
neither of us have made a better Season 2 opener for the show Jake and Trev Review Everything.
In all our years.
Guinness World Records.
Best Jake and Trev Review Everything Season 2 opener Ever. I'm not even I'm not even engaging in hyperbole right now.
He's not.
It's easily the best ever.
Yeah, he's not just, again, smoke.
Far and away the best ever. Okay, so you know it's good. We've talked it up. You guys are going to love it. You're going to love it. It looks like Phyllis Peterson already loved it.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
She asks, was that my shovel? Is there a shovel in the episode?
I don't know. Is it
Trevor's mom's shovel?
It could be.
Maybe.
Might be. Look out, guys. Seriously, check it out after the show at your nearest convenience.
Just blip.tv/Jake and Trev review everything. Slightly easiest URL you've ever typed. Your fingers will be like performing a ballet.
You're just going to glide right over there. You know all the words. You know every step and every note. Check it out later.
Beautiful.
But for right now, here we are. It's a live show. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of things I want to talk about right now in the world of comic movies. Mm-hmm. Okay, Now everyone knows there's DC. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows there's Marvel. Mm-hmm. Now, have you heard of Vertigo? Mm-hmm. Now, what you need to know, guys, is that Vertigo Comics that's an imprint.
Right.
That's an imprint of DC, and that's their mature reader division.
Yeah.
It's where they put the coolest and bloodiest and sexiest stuff.
It's kind of like Marvel's Marvel Knights.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
mature audiences.
And there's lots of good stuff that's put out through there. Mm-hmm. And on that subject of mature comics,
one of their classic titles.
One of the classic titles. I think their most classic title might be The Sandman.
Well, yes, obviously.
But in this case,
I didn't say most classic. Mm-hmm. One of their classics.
Right. But
Trev's trying to get me on syntax. You saw it.
Guilty. No, we mentioned it a couple weeks back that because here's the thing, guys, comics ain't just Marvel and DC. That's not how it is, and it's not just kids stuff.
If you think that, you foolish.
In fact, I'm gonna bring a prop in here. Jake, you cover for me. I'm bringing in a prop.
Okay.
Because I want to show.
I think the audience knows I'm terrible at covering, but I'll give it a shot. Vertigo is you already said it. He's got comics. He's bringing comics over here. Because Trev knows about Vertigo.
I know about Vertigo.
All right.
I have
the longest preamble ever for a segment on Jake and Trev review everything.
Have you heard
my God,
this?
we're breaking all of the records.
Have you heard of this? Preacher. It's Preacher. Yeah. It's a mature reader comic book. It concerns the tale of Reverend Jesse Custer, a man who is endowed with the ability called the Word of God.
And he can use it. Whatever he says happens.
Right. He tells you to get the fuck out of here. You're going. Because you have to. You have to listen to him. You have to do what he said. Because that's his power. It's the Word of God. He hangs out with a hard-drinking Irish vampire named Cassidy and a gunslinging lady named Tulip. And it's a great series. Really good stuff.
There's a guy named Arseface.
Yeah, there is a guy named Arseface. So I mean, that's reason enough for you to check it out alone. Here's a super excellent.
Whoop. Yeah.
We got it. Whoop.
Yeah.
Hold on. There we go.
They see it.
Super excellent. That's Cassidy on fire. Why is he on fire?
I don't know. But they're talking about doing a movie. DJ
Caruso. The director of Disturbia. You guys remember Disturbia?
It was a good movie. I liked it.
Rear Window Part 2?
Rear Window Jr.
Rear Window Jr. starring Shia LaBeouf. No, but he's saying it's been kind of going around, and it's one of those movies that's kind of trapped in development hell.
Yeah.
And apparently, he's excited about it because there's a great script.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a great script of this. It's going to happen, he says. It's just a question of when.
Right.
So we get to look forward to some more dark. It's way dark. I mean, it's a lot darker than what you've seen in the four-color comic books coming out here. Oh. But it's one to definitely get excited about. Anybody else ever hear of Preacher? Are we the only ones? No. Maybe.
All right. Let's start from here. Pacific Rim ? As Lynn, I've seen like sections of the movie. It looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. Everybody's been singing its praise.
Right. I find what's really ironic is that everyone's talking about how good it is, but simultaneously, not enough people went to see it for it to like really be a big impact in the theaters.
Yeah, sadly.
In fact, you don't really see a lot of like reviewers go to bat for a movie. But I've seen like a remarkable number of people saying,
they're like,
"Hey, look, this is a really good one, guys. Give it a shot. It deserves a better shot than this."
It's an original IP. Mm-hmm. It's creative. It's got giant robots. It's got kaiju monsters. It's the kind of stuff that fanboys should love. And if we don't give Hollywood our dollars for this and say, shut up and take my money, then they'll be like, I guess we're not doing this again.
Right.
And that's what most reviewers have been saying, give them your money so they know that that's what we want.
Right.
And it looks really good. So I can't confirm nor deny whether you should give them your money. It's almost out, if not already out of the theaters. But hey, rent it.
Anecdotal research seems to suggest it's worth your time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Tone Man says, speaking of storytelling, what is your favorite episode of The Storyteller? Jim Henson's The Storyteller.
Ow! That's a hell of a question.
Speaking of, quick break. Speaking of, Werewolf Wednesday.
It's always Werewolf Wednesday.
Werewolf Wednesday.
Do everything live.
Wolf Cop.
Wolf
Is
Cop.
it full moon tonight or yesterday?
Well, as a matter of fact. Now, I mean, some people will say the full moon can only happen on one night. This is as close as we're getting to a full moon without being the totally true full moon.
Right.
Last night, blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Happens every once in a while. Now you're saying to yourself, what's a blue moon? Well, it's a Belgian-style wheat ale produced. No, that's...
I was thinking that it was an ice cream.
Mm-hmm. So I got a lovely shade of blue. What is that flavor even?
I don't know.
Can anybody tell me what the flavor Blue Moon is supposed to taste like of ice cream? That's a bonus question. Get yourself some bonus points, gang. You're gonna want them.
Do you think it's like a mermaid had sex with a cow, and then they had like a blue cow, and then it had blue milk, and then they turned that into ice cream? I mean, that's just one man's opinion.
That's the craziest fucking shit I've ever heard. No, in answer to your question,
Storyteller.
Yeah, Toe Man. Well, I would have to say, I believe mine's the.
Don't you say it? Don't you steal my answer?
It's the Russian soldier story.
God damn it, that's my favorite one.
It's the soldier in the bag, I believe is how it's referred to.
Yeah, he's got the deck of cards in the bag and the biscuits.
Yeah, he's just the J&TRE soldier. Yeah. He's coming back from the war, and he's just got 3 biscuits. Not even a farthing. Right. This is like giveaway information in the first 5 minutes.
Haven't seen it then.
So, but yeah, I mean it's an interesting story based on Russian fairy tale. Really good stuff. I'd like to see more Storyteller. I'd like to see the Henson child. What's his name? What's the Henson boy? The one that's carrying on his father's legacy.
Kermit the Frog.
Brian Henson. Brian Henson, you need to bring back the Storyteller.
Yeah.
Tell me people wouldn't watch it.
I know. Or like Amazing Stories.
Oh yeah.
Like any of those like anthology television shows, The Outer Limits, it kind of dropped off after a while. I know Outer Limits they brought it back in the 90s. And then that I can't think of the last.
I can literally remember exactly one episode of that new Outer Limits.
Which one was that?
It's the one where there's a soldier. Soldiers. Everyone likes soldier stories. No, there's a soldier. He's in this bunker, and he's been cut off from communication, and he's the one with the button, basically.
Right.
He's the soldier with the button. And he's trying to decide whether or not he should let it fly because he hasn't heard anything. Maybe the whole country's already been wiped out by nuclear destruction. Maybe the only thing that is it worth it to do it back to them? And I'm not going to ruin it from there because the twist. The twist.
Oh yeah.
You gotta. That's the whole point of watching the program. But
I think mine was like Anthony Michael Hall. I think he was in that. I think it was him or somebody that looked like him. But they did like DNA splicing experiments, and the dude started being able to run faster and stuff. But then he started growing different limbs and stuff to make him he grew gills so he could breathe underwater and stuff. And everybody was like, "You gotta stop!" And then he turned into a monster basically. Mm-hmm. He tried to be the perfect human being and got as far from human as possible. That's the twist. I ruined it. I don't give a shit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, all those shows were pretty sweet.
Other great Storyteller episodes.
Transmetropolitan? I'm not too familiar.
The Luck Child?
The Luck Child?
The Luck Child.
What?
He's the seventh son of a seventh son.
Are we talking about the Golden Child?
No, we're talking about more storyteller, bro. The Luck Child is the seventh son of the seventh son, and he lives this serendipitous life where wonderful things happen to him without him trying. And, people try to take advantage of him, and again, don't want to ruin how the whole story goes, but let me be the one to say, if you've never thought about this or whatever with the storyteller, it's a great series. You should check it out. There was also a sequel series called Storyteller Greek Myths, which focused on, I believe, four different main Greek myths that they wanted to focus on.
Like Perseus.
Might have been 4 or 6, I forget.
Perseus,
Orpheus and his journey down into the underworld after, Ophelia, I want to say.
Morpheus,
Daedalus and Icarus.
There was Morpheus and Neo and their adventure in the Nebuchadnezzar.
Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite Greek myths.
Yeah. You may know it from the movie The Matrix.
Mm-hmm. Did you know?
Did you know that?
We just made that up.
But yeah,
that's not a thing.
Transmetropolitan. I don't know what that
Transmetropolitan, it's another one of those. Well, I mean, on the subject earlier of mature comic books, it's
okay,
Spider Jerusalem.
Okay, yeah.
It's got the different glasses.
Tone Man says Blue Moon tastes remarkably like Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles together. Blasphemy.
Lindsay Martin also seems to be suggesting that weird raspberries is the flavor of Blue Moon.
Weird raspberries.
It could be weird raspberries. Okay.
Isn't a dude movie about that kind of thing? A dude movie.
Where are you?
I don't know!
What are you doing?
I'm lost in the chat. Okay. Apparently...
Blue Moon.
Were you guys talking? I don't know.
Blue Moon's fruity.
Tribune.
What about the... What?
I don't know what's going on.
Don't even worry about it, guys. Okay. We're going to move forward here as Jake. Jake, you get a wrangle on that chat, Buckaroo.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna.
Well, here. Let's go to the questions. Let's do the. We only have a couple, so let's just do the questions first.
Okay.
All right. Bert. No, that's from last week. This is about eating farts. Here we go. Tony Corrigan gave us a link for Killer is Dead for the trailer. It's a video game, and then he says, I think this game looks cool. What do you think? I think it looks fucking awesome, and I'll tell you why. Killer 7 is probably one of my favorite games.
That was pretty anticlimactic. It's one of his favorite games.
It's a really good game. All the controls were choppy. It was like a PlayStation 2 game. It was cel-shaded. It was nothing that you would ever expect from a video game. The narrative was really good. You're a hitman who's actually 7 people.
Right.
So it's called
Hence Killer 7.
So you actually, as the main character, can switch between characters that have different loadouts and personalities and everything. So in order to get through the game...
Well, that sounds like kind of a wacky sort of concept for a game. Yeah,
but it's dark. Suda51. If you're not familiar with a lot of video games, there's a guy named Suda51, Grasshopper Studios.
He is such an eccentric character that he has eschewed a traditional name, not using numbers, and instead he's Suda51.
Yeah. And he's made a lot of games that you probably heard of, like Lollipop Chainsaw is probably the most mainstream game that he's put out. There's Killer 7, there was No More Heroes, the sequel to No More Heroes, Shadows of the Damned. There were a lot of games that he put out that were weird as fuck, and they're all really good. So I haven't played a Suda51 game that I didn't like. Mm-hmm. And so this seems to be kind of like a sequel to Killer 7. I'm not sure.
I hear you. There's a lot of things that seem very similar, and right. They don't explicitly ever go out of their way to say, "Hey, you're 7 people," or "You're a bunch of different people," or whatever. It's called Killer is Dead.
It's not for kids.
It's not for kids.
It is mature. Mature.
Actually, funny. We've been talking about a lot of things so far tonight that are not for kids.
Yeah. Slightly. There's a fair amount of sex in it. I think there's even a trailer on YouTube that's like Killer is Dead, like booty trailer or sex trailer or something like that. I doubt that they have like, actual going at it in the trailer, but because it's on YouTube. But yeah, apparently it's about it's about a hitman who has to fight a bunch of crazy monsters. You just have to see the trailer. It's really hard to describe how crazy this game looks.
Go take a look for it.
Yeah. Look out for that. It looks pretty sweet.
I'd like to introduce at this time a brand new segment that I just made up right now.
Okay, what is it?
It's called Commandments of the Internet. These are the commandments that really need to be given down by a higher power. Is that higher power me? No. Could it be? No. But these are commandments I think that would fit very well for the Internet.
Okay.
And I can assure you that this is not merely a segue. We will be bringing this up again. Commandment 1 of the Internet. Get out your stone, get out your chisel, go up to the mountain, write this down. Commandment of the Internet 1. This is some good hyperbole, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Commandment 1. Thou shalt not suggest that there are continuing Firefly when they still aren't.
Oh, are you still? Trev, it happens every time. Trev created a whole segment so that he could boo a little bit.
So I could cry a little bit. Once again, there's still no new Firefly. It's not happening.
There was a post on
Fark.
Fark. It's a new Firefly trailer.
Oh, can I tell the story?
Yeah, you can.
Hey guys, who do you think's gonna tell the story better? The guy that it happened to, or the guy that heard about it secondhand?
Well, jeez. I was trying to, I'll shut up.
Okay.
I'll shut up.
So yeah, on Fark, there's a headline. They do their headlines, and then you click on it. You can go to the different page on somebody else's website, and it said new Firefly trailer out. And I want to say, I wish I could say, no, I'm too smart for that. I'm not even going to get my hopes up about this. Click. No, I said maybe there's a new game. I mean, I've heard about a new Firefly board game that's supposed to be pretty interesting. Maybe they're making like an Xbox One game or something. No, the Firefly in question is a Firefly from the Batman Arkham Origins video game. They're showcasing him in a new trailer, and it's total bullshit. And anyone who fakes out Firefly fans and makes them think that they might just have a glimmer, just a sparkle of hope, these people are assholes, and you will be condemned.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay.
I've said my piece. That's Commandment 1 of the Internet. Thou shalt not pretend that there's something coming out for Firefly.
Don't even ford a hill for that one.
Do you have an alternate first commandment of the Internet?
Troll Firefly fans as much as possible.
Oh my god.
Because they're so easy to fool. Gullible. Gullible.
Hey guys, did you know that Jake still hasn't watched Firefly despite all reason?
I've seen Firefly. I've seen half the series.
Despite all...
I just haven't watched the other half.
Jake, I want you to know that you're like the only person in the world who watched Firefly and was kind of nonplussed about the whole thing. Like, no big deal. It's not like it's totally sweet or something. Nope, just doesn't get it. Okay, well, how about Spaced? Can we talk about Spaced, Jake?
I like Spaced a lot.
Of course he does.
That was a series that ended on television instead of in a movie.
Yakety schmackety doo.
What?
But anyway. Firefly villain. Okay, moving forward.
I had something. I didn't write it down, but I'm gonna go look for it.
He's such an amateur. He doesn't write anything down.
Trevor's all butthurt about Firefly.
Likes to troll Firefly fans. And that's some of you guys.
Butthurt.
I know it's some of you guys.
Butthurt.
So while Jake's off camera, I'm going to talk a little bit about this. Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea, the famous wrestler. You know who I'm talking about. I know you know because Hulkamania has run wild on all of us. What you need to know is that...
Don't turn your back on the Hulk pack.
What?
Yeah,
That was never a thing that was said.
I know everything about wrestling, and that's a thing.
Okay. He wants a biopic. And you know, let's look at this for a second. If there's a wrestler who gets a biopic, shouldn't it be the Hulkster? It's not a rhetorical question, I'm asking you. What?
Mega Man.
Mega Man?
He was the first popular professional wrestler. You want to look it up? We'll look it up. Look it up. Type in Mega Man professional wrestling.
Look, yeah, we could have a biopic about Jim Blassie, too, but we're not talking about that.
I would love to have a biopic of that.
Look, I mean, yeah, he's classy.
I'm just being contrarian now.
He is!
We're fighting.
I can tell. Listen.
We're having a show fight right now.
This is a show fight. No,
it's a show fight now. The first day that our new season comes out and everything falls to shit. Because we started
everything.
Can I be honest? We started the live show basically after our first season. And this is the first episode we've done since the new season started. Mm-hmm. Today. Mm-hmm. And now we're fighting. And it's all Jake's fault!
You're telling me pot travel! You guys, tell Jake how it is his fault and he needs to stop being a butt. No.
Tell Trev he needs to stop being a butt. Instead of
I got news here, Jake. This is important news. This is important news.
It looks like
wow, you just tearing down the fourth wall for these people. You're just what? Hey, how about we turn the camera around? You can see the coffee pot and everything. No, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan wants a biopic. Guess who he wants? He already knows. I'm not going to ask him. I'm going to tell you guys. Guess who it is? He wants Chris Hemsworth. He says he wants Thor. He wants Thor. He said he did a great job in that Thor action movie, and then I went, really, Hulkster? But referring, yeah, I mean, I guess
it was mostly Shakespearean dialogue.
Right. So he wants Chris Hemsworth, and I could see it. I could see him running wild, tearing his shirt off, get the blonde mustache.
Terry
Bollea.
Terry Bollea.
Bollea.
Really? I thought it was Terry something else.
Wow. You know, I'm the one who did this fucking guy. Alright, well, I got all the news. The news is all done. There's no more news now. So, now we're just going to sit here and disagree with each other. I know this is what you guys want.
I got some new. Oh yeah, the chat is raging over me not having seen Firefly. So it points to you, Trev, for getting everyone on your side for that. Let's see. What? Punch. April Fool's? Ferris 414. I don't believe we've seen you before. I assume that's P. Harris.
That's a P. Harris. Welcome, P. Harris. I assume he's quite fooled, but he appreciated nonetheless. Miron38 agrees. Jake, not seeing all Firefly is a sin. Worse than patricide.
Worse than killing my father.
It's worse than killing Jake. Todd.
I believe that was a reference to Orpheus earlier.
Mm-hmm. That's
a good play. Switch. But and then Lynn agrees. So I'm a terrible person for not seeing Firefly. I'm sorry.
You're a bad man. I'm
not really sorry though. I'm not actually sincerely sorry at all about it. I have news, though.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Read the
Sylvester Stallone. And this ties into our show that we put out today. We have a fair amount more viewers than what we started with, so I'm going to rehash this right now for a couple seconds. Jake and Trevor Review Everything Season 2. It's up on blip.tv/Jake and Trevor Review Everything. Mm-hmm. That's the recorded, better quality than this. A lot of people say that our live show needs a better quality camera, and I say, wow.
It's a live show. It's a live show on the internet. What do you want?
Do you need to see my beautiful hair some more? Look at this shine. There's like a line. Right? Look at that. It's just like stuck.
I think your hair's looking pretty good tonight.
Wherever I move, there's a shine that just stays in the same spot. It's beautiful.
Wow. How do you do it?
Magic.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Makeup for my hair?
Yeah.
I guess. Sure. You know my secrets.
I do.
But yes, Jake and Trevor Review Everything, Season 2, Episode 1. 2 parts. Jake part, Trev part, half parts. Mm-hmm. Make a whole. 1 episode.
Check it out.
Go check it out.
So, Sylvester Stallone didn't talk about Jake and Trev Season 2. So
no. The segue is that we do talk little bit of a spoiler. We do review the trailer for Escape Plan, which has Sylvester Stallone. He's getting on in years. But he's most known for Rocky and Rambo. Mm-hmm. And he's in talks, get this, to do a Rambo television show.
What?
Yeah, absolutely.
That was me crying foul. I'm crying foul.
It's the truth. Stallone wants to do a Rambo television show.
With him?
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be Rambo in
Why wouldn't... He's attached to the project. Why wouldn't he be Rambo?
Maybe he's going to direct it. He's going to be behind the camera.
Be more like me. That was my terrible song.
Be more like me. No, Sylvester Stallone, that's a step back.
You think so?
Well,
I don't know what they have planned for it, though. Is it just him going up the river in the boat, like over and over again?
Okay, well, let's
it's like an HBO hardcore MacGyver.
All aboard the Tangent Town train. Toot, toot. All right, we're going to Tangent Town.
This is a tangent. This is what a tangent looks like.
It's
like a line that goes to something else, like a wavy line.
Tangent over here. That's Jake's reality. You make one yourself.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone, after Rambo, there was talks.
Wait, the last Rambo.
John Rambo.
Okay.
After John Rambo, there were talks that he was going to do another one. Mm-hmm. And in that one, he was going to go into fabled Canada.
Oh. You shouldn't go there. The war zone.
He was gonna go. It's a little less hardcore than when you have stories about him being in Vietnam and Thailand and Burma, Afghanistan, Canada. Wait, Canada?
Canada.
No, he's gonna go to Canada in that story, and the premise was that
the film crew can't spend that much money on securing a place to shoot. So they're going to go to Canada like every other TV show. We actually talked about it last week. But
it's true.
That's another... I'm riding that tangent, but let's go back to Trev.
There are... It's like, he's got ADHD or something. Can we get something for this guy?
ADHD, which is the coolest form of ADD. DD.
That's 2 extra Ds. No, but the premise was he was going to fight some kind of genetically engineered soldier. And that was going to be like the kind of rub here is that...
So wait. So
it was going to be some young recruit into some
Universal Soldier versus Rambo?
Versus Rambo.
Why didn't they just do that? Why didn't they just do that? Universal Soldier versus Rambo.
Well, I mean, every time they've combined other franchises, it's really worked out really well for them. I mean, like Alien and Predator. I mean, that was like a renaissance of filmmaking when they put those two great tastes together.
Are you being sarcastic?
No. Okay. Yes. Very.
Wait, what? You said no.
They're terrible. Aliens versus Predator.
Alien versus Predator. The first one wasn't. Yeah, the first one was okay, but I don't remember much about it. I remember being like, it's all right. The second one was steamy crap. What about Predators?
Well, we're not talking about.
I feel like that's kind of like after. I feel like they
That's just one franchise, though.
Okay, but it's not like a okay, whatever. Whatevs.
All right, so to counteract Jake going out of his way to disagree with me, I'm going to go out of my way to agree with him.
Go out of my way. I just
to agree with him about things. So have fun with that. Go ahead and start saying things like, No.
Alien vs. Predator, in my opinion, it was an alright movie.
Okay.
But it didn't do very well in the theaters. It lost a lot. I believe it lost money.
Sure.
And the second one fared no better. So yes, I understand. Putting two... But I feel like Universal Soldier and Rambo could only be awesome. What it's not like Aliens vs. Predator. There's a lot of, logistics that go into juggling those two races of aliens. Mm-hmm. Rambo versus Universal Soldier, you have a Universal Soldier, and then you have Rambo.
To suddenly put the Universal Soldiers in the same universe that Rambo takes place in, it raises too many questions.
Not really. I mean, Rambo's been... Okay, hear me out. This is my pitch.
He's pitching.
Rambo has been deep... What is it, Da Nang?
Where he is now?
Yeah.
He's in Thailand.
Thailand. He's deep in Thailand. No ties to the outside world. He's a mercenary. He just does what he does to get by, etc., etc. Universal Soldier. It's years into the future. They start working on a super soldier program. He doesn't know anything about it, and then they have to go to the jungle to do some sort of mission in Thailand. Except for they don't know that Rambo's there.
Oh, okay.
And Rambo
sounds like a steaming pile. I'm sorry. It's not,
really?
No,
Really?
I don't want it.
Now he's being a contrarian.
I don't want it. I don't want it, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about this.
This is Trev Grumpy.
See?
Grumpy Trev.
Now that's what happens when someone acts like a contrarian, where you're trying to get.
I wasn't being a contrarian. I was simply oh my god. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, Josh Rhinus asks. Or not really asks, sort of seems to make a long meandering statement. Nah, I'm just kidding, Josh. Death comes to collect you, but you decide to try and challenge him to a game to save your life. What game do you challenge him as? At. Yeah, it's a typo. Please answer for Jake, Trev, and as a team-up of the two of you versus Death.
Okay.
What?
Good one.
What's your top game? I mean, it's got to be your top game. Is the question?
Risk. I personally, I would fight Death at Risk because I feel like the way the game, the classic Risk, none of that like new dossiers and secret missions and shit. Like the classic global domination. That's the goal. Yes, that would be my deal.
Okay, interesting stuff. Very Bill and Ted of you. The whole question is very Bill and Ted. I don't know why I'm
it's a reference. Yeah. It's a reference to Bill and Ted. If you haven't seen Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, that movie's the shit. And in fact, that's a reference to The Seventh Seal, Ingmar Bergman's movie. Yeah. Which is
it was a chess game, right?
Yeah. No, it's a really good movie too. If you can, and maybe we're not exactly friends if you can't, but it's a black and white movie, so you should definitely check that out if you can watch it. Because it's in black and white. And it's German, so it's got subtitles. It's black and white and subtitles. That's like the combination of things that people complain about when they watch movies. I don't want to read, and it's got to have color. Don't be those people. Put some culture in your life.
Well, now hold on. I mean, let's. Can we puzzle this out for a second?
Okay.
If someone were to get angry and quit, then they would lose, right? Like they
absolutely. No rage.
Okay.
Rage
I got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna challenge Death to a game of Illuminati. Steve Jackson's Illuminati, because Death will get so pissed.
Rage quit?